A lot developing on the program as well. You would have heard the news earlier about the deregulation of certain categories of fuel. We'll bring you more on that story a little bit later on and look at what it means from a regulation point of view, and also what it means for the individual suppliers and operators of filling stations. But let's go then to this story that's happening now. One suspect has died and a number of others have been shot and injured in a shootout with police on the R554, which is in Brakpan on Gauteng's East Rand. Our reporter, Ofentse Setimo, is on the scene and joins us now. Ofentse, good evening to you and welcome. What are you hearing from investigators and police there?
Thank you very much. Well, what I can tell you is that apparently the incident happened earlier on where there was a commission of crime. And fortunately, the police had information and they acted on it and intercepted what was happening. But to elaborate a bit further on this, I am joined by the Hawks' Lieutenant Colonel Philani Nkwalase to elaborate a bit further on this. Thank you so much, Lieutenant Colonel. Can you elaborate on what exactly transpired?
So thank you for having us. Basically, in this incident here, there was an attempt to rob hijack a truck, and there was a shootout, of course, with the police. And of course, it was an integrated police team that includes Tom's team from the Serious Organized Crime Investigation Team of the Hawks, Crime Intelligence, Tracker Connect, and other stakeholders. And basically 8 suspects were arrested, and of the 8, 4 were wounded and are taken to hospital, and 1 was fatally wounded. So basically, police, as you've said in your intro, we acted on information, and when there was an attempt to stop the suspect en route to commit crime, they greeted the police with firearms. So they shot at the police, and of course that shootout ensued, and there are 2 vehicles that are involved from the criminals, from the alleged suspects, and 5 were in one vehicle and 4 were on another vehicle. At this stage, as you can see, we are on the crime scene. The members are still combing the scene. There might be more firearms that are recovered. At this stage, we've got 3 firearms that were found. 2 were found in one vehicle, 1 was found on another vehicle.
And can you just tell us, at what time did this incident actually happen, and what sort of information did the police act upon in order to intercept the incident?
Well, the information that we acted upon, of course, is an intelligence-driven. This was an intelligence-driven operation, so we acted on that information. It was analyzed, and of course, the work of the police started, and to ensure that they spot the suspects, and they were spotted here and they were followed, and when there was an attempt to stop them, and of course they shot at the police. So basically there's 8 of them arrested, which 4 was wounded. And from the side of the police, of course, there were no injuries reported. It happened earlier. As you can see, we are still at the crime scene now.
Thank you very much. Well, as you heard, that's the Hawks' Lieutenant Colonel Philani Nkwalase actually saying that, about 8 suspects have been arrested and 1 has passed on after police acted on an intelligence-driven information, acting with other role players to thwart a truck hijacking that was about to happen here in Brakpan. And at the moment, about 4 suspects have been taken to hospital rather, as they were wounded during a shootout that ensued when the suspects, while planning to commit the act, saw police en route, and they started a shootout. And with that, it's back to studio.
Ofentse, thank you very much for sharing with us the latest in that story.